Gemini.
You've heard of Google's Gemini, the revolutionary AI assistant that can do anything you ask. But what if you could access its power directly without any limits or restrictions? Introducing Google's Gemini Pro, now with API access. What can you create with the ultimate AI tool? Come, let's find out more. Google's Gemini Pro is an advanced artificial intelligence model that now comes with API access. This means developers can use this model in their applications by making requests to the API. Gemini Pro is part of a series of multimodal generative AI models developed by Google. Multimodal means that these models can understand and generate content based on multiple types of input, such as text and images. This makes Gemini Pro a versatile tool for a wide range of applications. Google's Gemini Pro is a powerful artificial intelligence model that can understand and generate both text and images. It is part of Google's Gemini project, which aims to create the most capable and general AI models ever. Gemini Pro can do many things that other AI models cannot, such as answering complex questions, creating new content, and combining text and images in novel ways. Google has announced that developers and enterprise customers can access Gemini Pro through the Gemini API, which is a way to communicate with the model over the internet. The Gemini API allows users to send text or image inputs to Gemini Pro and receive text or image outputs from it. Users can also customize the model's behavior by providing additional parameters such as the tone, style, and length of the output. The Gemini API is available in two platforms, Google AI Studio and Google Cloud Vertex AI. Google AI Studio is a free web-based tool that lets users prototype and launch apps quickly with an API key. Google Cloud Vertex AI is a cloud service that offers more features and scalability for building and deploying AI solutions. Users can also access Gemini Pro through the Google AI SDK, a software development kit for Android devices. The Gemini API gives developers access to Google's latest generative models. Once developers are familiar with the general features available through the API, they can start developing applications in their language of choice. Gemini models can accept text and images and prompts, depending on what model variation you choose, and output text responses. This capability creates many additional possibilities for generating content, analyzing data, and solving problems. There are some limitations and requirements to consider when using Gemini models. For example, there is a general input token limit for the model you are using. Also, images used in prompts must be in one of the following image data MIME types: PNG, JPEG, WebP, HEIC, or HEIF. There is a maximum of 16 individual images and a maximum of 4 megabyte for the entire prompt, including images and text. Creating effective prompts, or prompt engineering, is a combination of art and science. The Gemini API lets developers use both text and image data for prompting, depending on what model variation they use. For example, developers can generate text using text prompts with the Gemini Pro model and use both text and image data to prompt the Gemini Pro Vision model. This opens up a lot of possibilities for developers to create innovative applications. Google has made the process of accessing the Gemini API key straightforward. Developers can access the Gemini API key for free and without having to set up cloud billing. This makes it easy for developers to start experimenting with the Gemini Pro model. So, what is the Gemini project? The Gemini is a project by Google that represents a significant leap in the field of artificial intelligence. It's a next-generation AI model that's designed to be highly capable and versatile. The name of the project, Gemini, is inspired by the constellation and the astrological sign that symbolizes versatility and communication, which are key aspects of this AI model. The primary goal of the Gemini project is to create an AI model that can seamlessly reason across multiple modes of data, including text, images, video, audio, and code. This is a major advancement over previous models that were primarily text-based. By being able to understand and generate different types of data, Gemini can provide more comprehensive and useful responses. One of Gemini's key features is its performance on various benchmarks. Benchmarks are tests. designed to measure the capabilities of an AI model in different areas. Gemini has shown state-of-the-art performance on many of these benchmarks, surpassing previous models in areas such as text understanding and generation, code generation, and multimodal tasks that involve multiple types of data. For example, in the area of text understanding and generation, Gemini has outperformed human experts on a test called MMLU, Massive Multitask Language Understanding, which is designed to measure an AI model's knowledge and problem-solving abilities. Gemini has also shown superior performance on other text-related benchmarks, such as Big Bench Hard, which involves multi-step reasoning tasks, and Drop, which tests reading comprehension. In the area of code generation, Gemini has demonstrated impressive capabilities in generating Python code. On the Human Evil benchmark, which involves Python code generation, Gemini outperformed previous models. It also performed well on the Natural to Code benchmark, which involves generating Python code for a new dataset that hasn't been leaked on the web. In the area of multimodal tasks, Gemini has shown superior performance on benchmarks such as MU, which involves multi-discipline college-level reasoning problems, and VQA-V2, which tests natural image understanding. On these benchmarks, Gemini outperformed previous models, demonstrating its ability to understand and reason across multiple types of data. The Gemini project represents a major effort by Google and DeepMind, a subsidiary of Google that specializes in AI research. The development of Gemini involves some of the best minds in the field and represented one of the biggest science and engineering efforts undertaken by the company. The introduction of Gemini marks a new era in AI, with models that are more capable and versatile than ever before. These models are expected to bring enormous benefits to people and society, driving innovation and economic progress, and enhancing knowledge, learning, creativity, and productivity on a scale that hasn't been seen before. Gemini and ChatGPT are both artificial intelligence models, but they have different capabilities and strengths. Gemini is a project by Google that's designed to be highly versatile. It can understand and generate different types of data, including text, images, video, audio, and code. This makes it more comprehensive and useful in responding. Gemini has 3 variants: Gemini Nano, Gemini Pro, and the yet-to-be-released Gemini Ultra. Each variant is designed to cater to diverse usage depending on user requirements. ChatGPT, on the other hand, is a product of OpenAI and is primarily a text-based model. It's known for its ability to generate human-like text and is widely used for tasks like creative writing and engaging dialogues. When comparing Gemini Pro and ChatGPT 3.5, Gemini Pro outperforms GPT 3.5 in several areas. In the MMLU benchmark test, which assesses the ability to interpret questions across diverse subjects, Gemini Pro scored 79.3% against GPT 3.5's 70%. In the GSM-OTK benchmark test that assesses arithmetic reasoning and grade school math problems, Gemini Pro received a very high 86.5%, beating GPT 3.5's 57.1%. During the code generation test at the Human Evil benchmarks, Gemini Pro again scored higher than GPT 3.5 with 67.7% against 48.1%. However, GPT 3.5 fared better than Gemini Pro in the math category, where GPT 3.5 scored 34.1% against Gemini Pro's slightly lower score of 32.6%. In the comparison between Gemini Ultra and ChatGPT 4, Gemini Ultra had an impressive score of 90.0% that beat 86.4% by GPT-4 in a 5-shot setting in the MMLU. Both Gemini and ChatGPT have their strengths and are designed for different purposes. Gemini excels in tasks involving multiple types of data and advanced reasoning, while ChatGPT shines in tasks related to text generation and creative writing. The choice between the two would depend on the specific needs and requirements of the user. The world of AI is about to change forever. With Gemini Pro, the possibilities are endless. You've seen what Gemini can do with text, images, video, audio, and code. You've marveled at its multimodal reasoning and generation abilities. Comment your thoughts on this, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.